Alrighty guys, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Garden Garage once again here in beautiful Alabama. All the nuts are down on the ground, so up in the trees. Jason Seidman. Okay, Jason went ahead and he purchased the console off the website from us. Alright, and here it is. Now it's a Trinity, you got an ASB3 in it. It's got a 2 terabyte hard drive in it, which is huge. It's got everything on it, okay, including, of course, Alliance. You're up on that server. You're up on our server. You have a 10-day trial of Purge 4.0 for GtaV. You have Offhosts for BO2, MW3, and Ghosts in MW2, as well as Jiggy and Sentinel menus, which are GSC for BO2. You also have the fully modded NCAA college football Revamped mod on here, which is fully loaded, and a whole complement of insanity. Okay, so please follow along with me. Okay, and make sure you watch this whole video because I'm about to explain a whole lot of crap to you. Alright? So anyway, we're going to start it up now. And hopefully with an insane amount of luck, it'll boot. Alright? I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to direct your attention to the monitor. Okay? In which, of course, my monitor is... There we go. Thank you, God. Okay. Alright, now we're going to boot up. We're going to boot into FSD Dash. We're going to get some notifications from the server letting us know it's online, live, and all that other happy nonsense. Alright, and then I'm going to give you a quick tour of this. Well, it's not going to be a quick tour. It's going to be a pretty long tour, okay? So anyway, we're booting up into FSD Dash now. Here we go. Alright, and of course, welcome to Alliance. And then we're going to get one more from the Purge. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of this mess with you. Okay? Alrighty. So here we go. Alright, under emulators, okay? If you're into emulators, old games, the old stand-up arcade games, this is where to be. It's got FCEUX, which is an S emulator. It's got SNES 360. It's got MAME. It also has Genesis Plus 360, Game Boy Advance, and of course back to FCEUX. Now we're back out of there, okay? Xbox Classic Games. You have a whirlwind of classic games. In fact, you have classic games all the way back to 2002 to the original Xbox. With a load of what's called a load of games that they didn't even make title artwork for. Okay, and I know that you're into sports because you specifically asked for NCAA 14, and of course, you know, like I said, I wanted to give you everything that you could ever want in sports and then some. Okay, so as you can see, all famous old titles that we all play. Okay, and there's all your classic games right there and then some. Okay, now homebrew section, where the tools reside, where you can blow this console up. Alright, there they all be. And then of course we have Xbox Live Arcade. Okay, you got more crap on here than Carter's got freaking liver pills. Okay, I mean it goes on and on and on and on and on. I mean, I'm not even scratching the surface or anything like that. Alright, it's freaking jam packed full. Okay, and you still have space to spare on this hard drive too. So Xbox 360 games. Okay, let's take a stroll, shall we? Okay? Now, I know that you're into sports, so here you go. Okay? We've got all kinds of good stuff here. So on and so forth. Okay? Anything you wanted to do with sports, well, it's there. Okay? Including a whole bunch of other stuff, too. Okay? Games, some games I've never even heard of. Okay? And there's your famous, okay, NCAA Football 14. You also have 13, 12, 10. Okay, NBA Jam, you know, it's got all the NBA, 2K16, 17, all that crap. It goes on and on and on. Okay, you got Mass Effect, you got, I mean, there's a ton of stuff on here. So, you shouldn't get bored with this at all. Okay, alright? If you can play all these games in your lifetime, you're a better man than me. Okay, and back to Advanced Warfare. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of stuff on there. Alright? Now, getting to the original dashboard. Okay? With Xbox 360 dashboard, hit the button, hit it again, and you will see as you're up, you're online, you're live, got it, good, bypass the sign in, and there you are, okay? Now, we have our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD, and then over in our fifth tab, we have our BO2 cheats, Ghost cheats, Modern Warfare 3 cheats, Modern Warfare 2 cheats. To disable them, hit A. To enable them, hit A, okay? So, if you have other menus that you want to use besides these Offhosts, you can turn the Offhosts off. It doesn't matter. Alright? Now we'll get back to here, and we'll go back to Xbox Home. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do Alright, and I'm going to show you some of the mods and everything else that's on here, okay? So, we'll start off with your favorite first, okay? Of course, we're going to sign in. This is a local profile, by the way, alright? Because I don't, you know, I don't want to get it on live or anything. That's for you. That's when you get your profile on here, okay? So anyway, alright, we're signed in. Don't laugh at my profile. Don't judge. Don't judge. Alright. Now we'll hit Xbox 360, okay? And what we're going to do here is the first thing that we're going to do. We'll start off with your favorite here, okay? Let me find it. Oh my God. Okay. Now, here's your NCAA Football 14. All right. Now there's already a roster put in there. You can go to the website you know where the link is and everything. And you can go to the website. And you can download all the rosters and everything that you want. You know, I mean, everything's on there. It's already got a roster on it. It's already set up and everything. Okay. It's already got all the updated characters, the helmets, the jerseys, everything, okay? So here we go. Alright, now, we're going to load it up, okay? Hey Mark, how are you, man? Okay, so I'm going to hit start, okay? And then this is going to take us to the menu, okay? And you'll see, as you can see, it's fully modified and ready to go, alright? You really don't have to do anything to get, if you don't like the roster that's on there, or you can download rosters or whatever, okay? So anyway, as you can see, it all works, okay, everything's all cool, alright? Back out of there, you got your Dynasty. I don't know if you have to be logged in, yeah, you gotta be logged in, okay, alright, yeah. Okay, so there's your Dynasty right there, new Dynasty, join online Dynasty, so on and so forth, okay? Let's see it now. And you got your seasons, of course, 2020 season, okay? Yeah, Xbox Live, NCAA Legacy, Sports, Team Management, Road to Glory, all that kind of good stuff. It's all right there, okay? So, we're good. Alright, so we're going to bring this back. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, alright, here's what we'll do now. Now what we'll do is I'm going to demonstrate, I'm going to demonstrate an Offhost for you with BO2 because it has two other menus in it that are injected, okay? So I'm going to use BO2 as an example. All the Offhosts work the same way for all the rest of the games. So here we go. We'll go to Black Ops 2. We'll start it up. There's no special way to start it. Just start the thing. Okay. There you are. It's bypassed. Okay. And then it's going to load. And then we're going to play it. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to use the mod menus on this. Okay. Just in case you're tired of sports and you just want to start shooting people. Okay. You know, it's fun. Trust me. All right. Hit start. Here we go. All right. And now what we'll do is we will go ahead and we will jump to multiplayer. Okay? And you'll see Black Ops 2 bypass is bypassed, and you'll see the cheats are loaded and all that other happy nonsense. There you go. Okay? Do a local game. All right. Set up the bots. Okay, now Offhost works like this. D-pad left to open it, X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close it. Jiggy, hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. Okay, you're going to use A to select, X to back out of that. I'm going to start the match here. Okay, now, did I select some bots? I hope I did anyway. We'll see. Alright, so anyway, grab a gun. Yeah, I didn't load, I did, you son of a mother. Oh yeah, I did, good, okay. So anyway, hold the left trigger, push down right thumbstick, there you go. We're going to go to main mods, we're going to go to quick mods. Alright, back out of there. And we'll go to bullets, and we'll select that. Whoop. We'll select them with A, and them with A. We use that. What the hell? Okay? And some dog bullets. Okay? And we'll back out of here. Now the Offhost D-pad left to open it. X to select. Grab all this crap. Alright, back out of there. Grab this. Put it to on screen. Visible warning, proximity warning, all that crap. ESP will grab all of that. We'll put that in there. We'll put pyramids around them. Alright. And we'll engage the snap lines and D-pad left to close it. Then, once the snap line turns blue, let them have it. And as you can see, it works really, really good, okay? It blows up a lot of stuff real quick. I promise you. As you can see, okay? Now, of course, you know, you can fly through the air with Jiggy. Get yourself a better bird's eye view right here. Okay? And pretty much blow up anything that you want, okay? Now, and the canines are doing their job, alright? If you want to, go to aimbot, go to unfair aimbot, and just start shooting everything, and of course, victory is mine, saves me. Okay? So we'll back out of there, okay? And as you can see, it works rather well. Alright? Just enough to piss everybody off. Oh, this poor unsuspecting fool. Okay. So anyway, there you go. Alright, and there you have it, okay? Now, let me show you something else here, okay? I'm going to back out of here. Yep. And we're going to back out of here. We're going to go straight to Zombies. Zombies has a Sentinel menu, okay? Sentinel menu. Hold in left trigger. Push down on the right thumbstick. Okay, that will open it up. You're going to use X to select, and then you're going to use the hold in left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick to back out of it. Alright, so select the local game. Alright. And here's our beautiful Earth, the way it looks right now. Go to transit, there we go. Start the match. Okay? Now, once we start it, you're going to see instructions pop up over here. Okay, letting you know how to open the menu and everything. Just like to narrate a little bit, so that way then you're not like ripping your hair out going like, what? Where did that go? You know, all that kind of good stuff. Alright? Anyway, there we go. And we're going to wait. There we are. Okay, now we'll open the menu, hold in left trigger, push down right thumbstick. There it is. X to select. We'll turn on God mode, infinite ammo. Let's see here. Unlimited sprint, double speed, no clip. Okay, we'll toggle the aimbot on. Now what we'll do is we'll hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, that'll back us out. We'll go to the weapons menu. We'll pick a better weapon, because the pistol kind of sucks in this. Alright, so what we'll do is grab a fully automatic RPG, and then pretty much you can blow the hell out of everything under the sun. Okay? We'll back out of there. It's got a whole bunch of stuff on here. Zombies, you can spawn them. Okay, there's a whole bunch. You can blow their face right off right there, you know. Let's see, you can even spawn them with no heads, okay? Here, there you go, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, works really good, okay? And, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff on here, like teleport, spawn, tunnel, diner roof, farm, power, town, nav table, knack, cabin in the woods, so on and so forth, pack a punch, and back to spawn, okay? So as you can see, there's all kinds of good stuff right here. What the hell? Oh boy. So, anyway, as you can see, it all works really good. Alright, so now we'll go ahead, we'll exit the menu here, and then what we'll do is we'll exit the game. Okay? Now, alright, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to demonstrate Purge 4.0. I'm going to demonstrate Purge 4.0, okay, for GTA 5. Alright? And here we go. Okay, now, tell you what, let's go here, and then we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead here, and let's see here, that's Liberty City. There we go, okay, and we'll start off GTA 5. Alright, just show your mod menu on this. You actually have two. You have 3.9, which is the old Purge, and you got 4.0, which is the new Purge, okay? We're going to select left and D-pad X for the old Purge, so that way we can pull that up. Purge 4.0 runs off of our D-pad and a right stick, alright? So here we go. Now, alright, so we're going to boot into this, and of course we do have a game save on it and everything else, alright? And as I was saying, with the Offhosts for Advanced Warfare and all that, it all works the same way, okay? So, you know, I just use BO2 as an example because, you know, it's got the GSC menus in it, which the other games don't. So, you know, I just want to demonstrate the whole thing for you. Alright, so now we're going to boot into a game save here. Alright, then what's going to happen is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to demonstrate Purge menu for this thing, okay? So we're going to load the story mode. Sorry it takes so long, but that's just the way GTA 5 is. Okay, so anyway, there we go. We'll walk outside, alright? And there we are, okay? And there's 4.0, of course, okay? And then what we're going to do is, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to close that first. I'm going to open 3.9. Okay, I'm going to select this crap right here. I'm going to turn this all on here. Alright. There we go. Then we'll back out of here. Go to quick options. Yeah, we got fly mode, all kinds of good stuff on that. This is the older menu though. You know, I mean, so there's a whole lot of stuff that was on here that, of course, if you didn't play it, you know, it's got a lot of features to it and everything. It was a good solid menu. Alright, so I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and put a little daylight on the subject right there. Okay, and then we'll back out of here. Alright. We'll close that. We'll open up 4.0. Alright. There we go. Go to our quick start option. We'll turn on God mode, vehicle God mode. We'll leave that one off there. And we'll do infinite ammo. will give self weapons and super punch, super run, super jump, super swim, no ragdoll, phone D&D. And we'll back out of here, okay? We'll go to quick options here. There's slow-mo, clean the pad, invisible vehicle. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff on there. You have drone mode, which is a lot of fun because you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with that, like air superiority. And you can use RB and LB, okay? You know, so on and so forth. And, you know, pretty much you can just like, well, I'm in God mode, and here's an unsuspecting car. As you can see, it works really good. Yeah, I can even blow myself up. See? Yeah? But I'm in God mode, so therefore, you know, it's all cool. Alright? Trying to get away, huh? You bastard. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. No. Yeah, that's what happens to you. I always try to get away, huh? Oh, look at that. Yeah, you're upside down and dead. And then, of course, we do have, ooh, that one went up over the fence. So there's all kinds of good stuff on this thing here that you can do. You also have slow missiles, too. So we could actually watch them going down into it, you know, which works pretty darn good. Okay, as you can see. Oh, this one's going to be a big one. Yeah. Oh, look, a fire truck. Cool. And we'll blow him up, too. There we go. Okay. So anyway, as you can see, it all works pretty darn good. Okay. Now, of course, you do have RC car mode where you can take control of a car and drive it around like a remote control car. All right. Then, of course, you have creator mode. All right, where you can spawn vehicles, PTFX spawner, so on and so forth. Okay. So there's all kinds of good stuff with this. All right. So you know, I mean, a lot of work went into this. Alright, so we'll turn off drone mode now, and we'll flop on down there, okay, and visit the action. Yeah, there we go, okay? So anyway, then you got my player, and then of course you can look at all the players that are in the session and everything else, and you can do horrible, mean, terrible things to them if you want. Alright, we're back out of there. The teleport locations where you can teleport all over the damn place. There's all stored locations and everything, alright? And then of course you can also stash the current location, alright, like back to your crib or whatever. So if you hit stash, okay, all you got to do is just go to my stashed teleports, which is 1, stash the current location, okay? And then you'll see. There you go, Whiskey Mountain Drive. That's where this is, okay? So on and so forth. So you can always go back to it. And even when you shut it down, when you start it back up, that'll still be there, okay? So it stores, you can store all your stuff and everything there, all right? And of course you got, let's see, recovery options, character options, where you could, you know, you could do a model changer, component prop editor, genealogy editor, restore original, and all your animations and everything else. Back out of there. Pet options, okay? Where you can spawn all kinds of pets and everything else. And, you know, I never do roll alone, because I always got to have my strippers with me, okay? They're kind of important, you know what I'm saying? They keep me sane, okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ow! Ooh, look, she's bouncing. So, anyway, okay, we're back out of there. Okay. Alright, and then of course you got your vehicle options. You got Los Santos Customs where you can spawn vehicles and you can get in the car and all that kind of good stuff, okay? Then you have your weapons options, okay? Weapons options are really cool, like the gravity gun. The gravity gun works real good, alright? Because all you got to do here, like if you really want to cause some carnage or whatever, just grab hold of a weapon there, see? And you can use a fire truck as a weapon. Because as you can see, it works really good, okay? And then, of course, you know, bring it up close, throw it away, bring it up close. Oh, yeah. Whoops. I crushed my strippers. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, sorry, ladies. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. Oh, did I do that? Oh, pardon me. Okay? Oh, I didn't mean to run the car over you, too. Okay? So, anyway, as you can see, you know, you got all kinds of good stuff in here, and then you can just throw it away. And then it disappears. Somewhere. Don't know where it went. There it goes. Oh, yeah. So, anyway. Works real good, okay? There's all kinds of good stuff here. I don't know if she's dead. Nah, I can't pick her up, okay? But anyway, that's your gravity gun right there, okay? Then of course you can turn on a force field if you want. Then everybody gets thrown away, okay? You know, I mean, anybody walking by is gonna get destroyed. And then you got my stripper flinger, which works really good, as you can see. You can beat up stuff with it. You can beat up stuff with strippers. See, works really good. I'm telling you, you know, you could actually knock cars over and everything else. They have a hell of a velocity on them. See what I'm saying? Yes, I'm a disgrace to society. Yes, I am. Now, if you turn on the gravity gun, that's even better. Because then you could wheel them around, okay? You can hold them, and then you can use them, you know, as in, you know, beating them all up and everything. And, oh, yeah. And just like, there you go. Okay? Then you bring her back. See? And then all kinds of good stuff right there. See? Works really good. See? There she goes. Okay? Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, and there she is. See? Works real good, I promise you. And then we can just like beat her up against the car, bring her back. See? She makes the car. Yeah, I know, I'm nuts. Oh, there she goes. There goes another one. Poor guy. He's about to get run over. So there's all kinds of good stuff that you can do with this thing. See? And once you're done with it, just throw her away. Okay? No big deal. All right. Oh, anyway. I'm a twisted, sick human being. Yes, I am. But you know what? I don't give a shit. All right? So anyway, hey, now, get out of there. Then, of course, you have your misc options, protections, menu options, creator mode. There's all kinds of good stuff on there. You can draw debug lines, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Raycast debug mode, disable aim lock on, all that crap. My stash stuff. That includes stash paint palettes, pet variations, my stash teleports, all that. And you got beta options, and of course, enable FPS. That's Purge 4.0. It's a very, very good menu. You'll enjoy it, believe me. Okay, once you get used to it, it's a lot of fun. All right? So anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here. I'm going to show you how to get it online for the first time. All right? So here we go. I'll tell you what, we'll go back there. All right? And now what we're going to do is I'm going to power off the console. Now, when you get this crazy thing, all right, there's a certain way that you have to boot it up for the first time to get it on your network, okay? So please, please pay attention to this, okay? All right, look, this is what happens here, okay? When you first get the console, what I want you to do is I want you to pull the drive door, then I want you to pull the hard drive, okay? Leave it out, just like that. Then what I want you to do, I want you to power the console on, okay? Now, when the console boots, it's gonna bring you to the original Xbox 360 dashboard, okay? And which you just booted. It's a very fast booter, it works real good. All right, like I said, you can have all the photos in the world, but when you have video actually showing the thing doing this, yeah, it's a totally different story. Because it's real, okay? It's not like, oh yeah, it boots real quick, and then you get it, and then, you know, 10 cycles later, then the thing boots up. Gotta love that. All right, so anyway, here we are, okay, and we're at the original dashboard here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up over and bring it to settings, bring it to system, okay? Now we're going to go to network settings. We're going to click on that, okay? Now look, my network is already selected. Yours is going to pop up over here somewhere. Click on it and put your password in, okay? As long as you're running WP2SK, you won't have a problem. If you're running MAC address enabled LAN, that's a different animal. You're going to have to take the MAC address from this Xbox, whitelist it on the router, and then log into the network. Otherwise, you ain't going to get online, okay? So what you do is just pick your network, okay, which is going to pop up. And then what I want you to do, I want you to select it, put your password in. Once you do that, it's going to automatically test the Xbox Live connection, just like this. You're going to get a check mark and 2 red X's. That's what you should get, okay? Because you've got the dash marks protecting the KV, which is what you want to do. You don't want to connect directly to Xbox Live because it will ban the KV immediately. All right? So anyway, okay, here you are. You got your check mark at network. Yeah, and of course you got your 2 red X's. Cool. Now, listen, if you have a red X here, you're going to have a problem. All right? It means that your router is not letting this Xbox online, and you really need to find out what's going on with your router, okay? It should, for all intents and purposes, let it on, but I've had some people that have used hotspots and everything, and they had to do totally weird stuff to get it online, okay? So, you know, but if you have a regular router or whatever, okay, or you have a decent hotspot or whatever, this is what you should get right here, okay? You get a check mark 2 red X's. I don't care about these. That's the only one I care about, all right? So now the Xbox can get to your local area network, all right? That's what we want, all right? Once we have that, we power the console down. Then what do? We go ahead, and once the console powers down, I hate background downloads. Grab hold of the hard drive, slip it back in, it'll seat with a click. Grab hold of the drive door, put the drive door on. Pull the power cord, please leave it out for 5 minutes. Do not immediately plug it in or leave it plugged in because you got to flush the TCP buffers on this thing in order for the DNS to be correct. All right, and if you don't do this, you're going to sit there, it's going to act like it's connected. It's not going to be connected. You're not going to get an Xbox Live. It's going to give you all kinds of errors and DNS errors and everything else. You don't want to do that, okay? So leave this out for 5 minutes, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it back in because it's already on my network. And by rights, it shouldn't give me a problem, although I've had that happen, all right? So, of course, we don't want to do that, okay? Skylar, what's happening, man? When I get a chance, Skylar, I will. Not a problem, okay? So, anyway, now, what we got here, okay, is now we're going to let that sit for 5 minutes. After it's done for 5 minutes, plug it back in, get it all ready, right? Then what I want you to do, power it on, okay? Now, the system should boot, okay? Hopefully, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sync up a controller here. Depends on my monitor, too, because my monitor has been giving me... In fact, Lakeland Ahern said, I need to shoot this thing, okay? Yeah, he's right, okay? So anyway, there we go. We booted up, okay? You'll notice this green flashing stuff. When that stops, that's good, because that means it locked on the server. All right. Once it locks on the server, you're going to hear the fan speed kick up. Then you're going to see the thing boot into FSD, and you're going to see plugins come across the bottom of the screen, which is cool. All right. So here we go. Good. We got our plugins. We're halfway there. Life is grand. Okay. Now. Okay. There we are. We're good. All right. Now, here's what we're going to do. Okay. Once we do this, I want you to go over to the homebrew section right here. We're going to make sure that we can get the Xbox. We can make sure that we're going to get the Xbox Live. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Xbox 360 dashboard. We're going to hit it. We're going to hit it again. A square should pop up with your name on it, hopefully. Good. That means that we're hot. We're good to go to Xbox Live. The DNS is correct. Got it? Good. Okay. Then what you're going to do, okay, is you're going to go here. Now you can download a retail profile to this thing, but although I truly advise against that, because remember, it is a modified bootloader, and I would be lying to you to say, oh, nothing will ever go wrong, because that would be a freaking lie. I am not God, nor can I forecast anything. So therefore, I'm telling you right now, if you want to keep your retail profile intact, okay, don't put it on a modified bootloader, okay? Keep it separate, all right? And keep it on your retail console. You can always modify it from a modder's profile. How I'm going to tell you how to do that? It's real easy. Before you go into download profile, get on your computer, go to www.xboxlive.com/live. What you're going to do is you're going to make an account. You're going to make a profile there, okay? You're going to use email for the use Outlook for the email credentials and everything. Make your profile. Then, once it's done, you got the password and everything else. Come back here, and what you're going to do, you're going to download the profile, okay? What it's going to look like once you download it is like this, okay? It's going to sign in. It's going to give you the spinning circle of death. The thing's going to go. There you are. You're up on live. There's your profile. You're good. All right? Now, in the event, it doesn't do that, okay? In the event, the damn thing, okay, the damn thing went a little nutty. Okay, Skylar, don't worry, man. I'll give you a holler in just a little bit, man, okay? Don't worry about it. Jason, you're on a live stream, by the way, on Facebook, so, you know, I have a bunch of people that are always in there, you know, saying hey and everything else, you know, and I don't want to be rude, so, you know, there you go. All right, so, anyway, okay, now, in the event that you're downloading your profile, you can't download it, and it's sitting there for 15 minutes, and the damn thing keeps spinning around and around and around. Well, most likely, it got corrupt during the download process, okay? Now, if that happens, it's real easy. Hit the B button to back out of it, all right? Then come here, okay? Then what I want you to do, go up, go over, go to settings, go to system, go to network settings, okay? No, excuse me, go to storage. Sorry about that. I'm so used to going to that. Oh, my God. All right, so we highlight the hard drive. We hit A, good. Okay, we're going to highlight that hard drive, good. Then what we're going to do, we're going to go to profiles, okay? Underneath these two profiles will be the profile that you downloaded that is corrupt. All right, what I want you to do, hover down to it with the D-pad, hit A, and then delete it right off the hard drive because it's no good anyway. Okay, just get rid of it, okay? Once you get rid of it, back out of here, back out of here. Then what I want you to do, back out of here. Now, I want you to leave that highlight. I want you to hit Y for device options. Go to clear system cache and do it twice. So that's once. And then you do it one more time. Okay? Twice. Good deal. Now, okay, once that's done, back out of this then. All right? And you're all good. Okay, then what I want you to do, I want you to back out of here, go up, go over, go to social, sign in, sign out. All right? Then download your profile, and it will download, and everything will be fine. Okay? Once it downloads and everything else, okay, what I want you to do, hit the guide button, Xbox Home, and now take it back to FSD. Okay? Now, all right. Now we're going to go through this here. All right, there is a program on here that I need you to run after you're signed in and everything else, okay? And you got it on live, and you got it on Xbox Live and everything, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to go to the homebrew section right here, and I want you to go to XM360. I want you to hit it, start it up, okay? Now, what it's doing is it's building all of the lists for downloadable content and also for XBLA, okay? Now, this is very important because if you download like XBLA or downloadable content, you download it off of a torrent site, a website, or whatever, and you put it in the content folder. You put it under the correct title ID and all that. Well, that's all well and great, but you ain't gonna be able to use it. Okay? What you have to do is after you download it and put it on here, then you have to go ahead and you have to come here and you have to unlock it. Because if it's not hashed to the console properly, it will not work. Okay? Security measure, which was blown sky high by this program right here. Okay? So anyway, what you're going to do is once you get your list here, come over here, unlock XBLA, hit it. Okay? And of course, they've all been unlocked already. So life is great. Okay, we'll hit OK. Then we'll go to Show DLC. All right, we'll select that. A whole bunch of DLC. All right, we'll go over to Unlock DLC. There shouldn't be nothing unlocked. That's good. Okay, we're good. All right. If there was like a downloadable content in there that you save and everything else, it would find it and unlock it. All right. Because as you can see, there's little padlocks, and of course you can see they're unlocked. Okay. So life is grand. Once you're done here, exit the dash. You're good. All right. Now. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, you know Jason? Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I emailed him, Skylar. I emailed him, and yeah, he's gonna see this on YouTube too. So I'm gonna transfer it over to YouTube. So anyway, okay. So now we're back here. Okay, life is grand. All right, we got everything unlocked, and all is good and right with the world. Okay, look. As far as emulators are concerned, all right, go to emulators. Okay, you can play them with the server and everything else. We use Game Boy Advance for an example. We'll hit it. All right. And now what will happen is we'll go to games, and there's all your games, there's all your ROMs and everything. Okay? Right trigger, page by page going down, left trigger, page by page going up. D-pad down, D-pad up, A to play, B for the main menu, or to back out. Okay? Now, this works for all of the emulators. Okay? So, they all pretty much work the same way, and they have the instructions right on there. You hit LB to add to your favorites, RB to switch the device, so if you get an external drive, and you put it on here, and you load it with the paths and the content and everything else, and this also works for FSD and Aurora as well. Okay, you can put all your games and all your stuff on that and use that as well. Okay, so we're good there. We're gonna hit the main menu, and we're gonna exit. Okay, now another thing before I get to classic games. Okay, this has got multiple dashboard on it. Okay, what we have is we have Aurora, we have FX menu, we have all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Now this is FSD, okay? This is a dashboard that we use for RGHs, okay? You can also use FX menu, XEX menu, or Aurora. I'm going to show you Aurora, okay? We're going to go into the homebrew section right here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start up Dash Launch, all right? Now we're going to go to Paths, okay? Now as you can see, the default is Freestyle Dash, okay? That's what it's booting up into. Button B, if you hold it down while it's booting, is going to boot into FX menu. Button X is going to boot into XEX menu. Button Y is going to boot into the stock dashboard. Left bumper is going to boot into Aurora. When you start up the console, before you get to the logo and everything else, just press and hold the button down, and that's the thing it will boot into. If you want to change the default out to like Aurora or whatever, it's real easy. Highlight default right there. Hit A, okay? And then all you got to do is just hit A to back out of the double dot folder, and then just go to Aurora. And then all you got to do is just go to the Aurora XEX, hit that, all right? Now, as you see, default is Aurora, Aurora.xex. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to hit RB. We're going to bring it down to HDD. We're going to hit X to save it, and we'll say settings saved, okay? B to back out, and now what it's going to do, it's going to start up into Aurora, which is a different style dashboard. It's the aftermath of FSD, written by the same guys, Davin Darklighter and Swizzy and all those guys, okay? Now, Aurora is already set up just like FSD is already set up, okay? I wasn't just going to put it on there and say, yeah, you set it up, okay? So I did it for you. All right, so anyway, it's all done. All right, now, if you hit the back button, okay, you will see File Manager. You'll see Scripts, Restart, Reboot, and Shut Down. Back out of there. You'll hit the Start button. That's the business center thing. You have your assets, you have your download, import, your assets, icons, box art, banners, backgrounds, all that kind of good stuff. Profile, okay, content, that's where everything's stored. Modules, language, security, and about, okay? Yeah, a bunch of stuff on there, all right? So, we'll exit out of that. Now, all right, you can see we're in the show all section of this thing, okay? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit RB. It'll bring up the context menu right there, okay? We'll go over to Xbox 360. That's going to be all your Xbox 360 games, as you can see, okay? Then we're going to hit RB again. That's all your Xbox Live Arcade, okay? And then, of course, your homebrew section, okay? In your homebrew section, that's where all your tools are, all right? We got classic games. That's where all your classic games are. And pretty much like FSD, just a little bit fancier and a better database structure, I mean, there's your indie games, okay? Those are all made by developers. And then, of course, you have your emulators. And then we're back to show all, okay? So it's pretty simple, all right? There's a multitude of things on this thing, I mean, there's also scripts that you can download, the repos. I mean, it's all right there. So, it's a very well supported dashboard, okay? So if you're into that, you can change it any which way you want. It's your RGH, man. Have a blast with it, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to change this back to FSD. Alright? So we got the homebrew section right here. Okay, we're going to dash launch. Alright, it's going to come up. We're going to go to paths. We're going to go to default. And what we're going to do, we're going to change it. We're going to back out to the root folder by hitting the double dot folder right there, hitting A. We're going to go down to freestyle. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go to the default.xex under the freestyle directory. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit RB, bring it down to HUD, X to save it, B to back out of it. There you go. And pretty much it's going to boot now back into FSD. Like I said, it's very tunable. You can set it up any which way you want to. Alright? It will do everything that you ask of it and then some. And sometimes it'll do things that you ask of it that you don't know about, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh, like, man, I just lost my hard drive or something, you know, which I've had people do. But it happens. Like, I mean, that's just the way it is, you know. I mean, you got to learn about these things. It's not just something that you just, you know, go out and go off the deep end into, because, you know, it's like a dog. If you throw a bone off a cliff, the dog most likely will run off the cliff. Okay, it's the same thing. All safeties are off, and everything you tell it to do, it's gonna do. Okay, so you know, just a warning. All right, now that's all done. Okay, as far as classic games are concerned, okay, you can't play a classic game when it's online. All right, it doesn't work. Okay, what will happen is if you try to play a classic game online like this right here, we'll hit it again. You're gonna get a big black screen and nothing. Okay, because it's calling the same place in memory that another program is calling. And PPC machines do not like that, okay? They don't allow it. So what happens is it gets confused, and the end result is a black screen. So what do we have to do? We have to put it into bypass mode. Bypass mode is very, very simple, okay? Power off when you want to play a classic game, okay? Then what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do right here, okay? Power, eject, leave the tray hanging out until this reaches the dashboard, whatever dashboard that you select, okay? System booted. Now, as you can see, we're going to leave this hanging out. You're not going to see any plugins. You're not going to see nothing go across the screen. Okay, which is good. The only plugin that's going to be active is XBDM. XBDM is for this thing to be able to be connected to a computer via wireless or LAN or whatever, okay? And then what you can do is you can use Xbox 360 Neighborhood, or you can use FTP. I always use FTP because I'm old school. All right, I've been around longer than some of these people have been alive, okay? And FTP was File Transfer Protocol. I find it somewhat easier than Neighborhood. Also, Neighborhood can get annoying sometimes, and you sit there, you pull up the hard drive, and you got to sit there and wait. Okay, FTP, you don't have to do that. So, I like FileZilla or WinSCP. It all works. This supports both. All right, so if you want to download Xbox 360 Neighborhood, you can put it on your computer, and off you go, and then you'll be able to connect, because like I said, this thing will have a local area IP address. Okay, you just cannot get out to the network. You can't get out to live or anything like that. It disables plugins 2 through 5. Okay, so like I said, if you want to transfer files, stuff like that, KV, whatever, okay, if you're in this mode right here, you can do it locally. All right, so there you go. Now, what we're going to do is we can close the tray now, and we reach that dashboard right there. We're going to hit the guide button right here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go on over to Xbox Classic Games. Okay, and you saw what happened before. Well, check this out now. Look. Alright, now you'll see the logo, it'll run, this is all the original top 20 model Xbox from many, many moons ago, okay? And as you can see, it plays, life is good, the bitch is going to come on here and tell me I should wear a seatbelt and how to drive and shut the freak up, I don't want to listen to you, alright? And as you can see, it plays just like the original Xbox, So, you know, there it is. Hit the start button, off you go. No, I don't want to use an alias right now, and as you can see, there it is and it plays, okay? Everything's cool. Once you're done with the game, hit the guide button, Xbox Home, done. That'll take you back to FSD. Then you can play another classic game or whatever it is that you want to do. Just remember this, okay? If you want to get back online, okay, and let's say you're done playing classic games and you want to get back online, remember you have to shut the console down and power it on normally to enable it to get out to the internet, okay? So, you know, you're not going to use bypass mode when you want to play Xbox 360 games online, okay? So, you know, there you go. All right? But there you are, all in a nutshell and everything else, okay? So, Jason, I hope that you like it. Okay? I'm glad that you chose me to build it for you. We're going to be shipping it off tomorrow. You'll have a tracking number by tomorrow evening. Thank you so much. All right? And like I said, I enjoyed building it. Have a blast with it, man. Guys, thanks for hanging with me and everything. And I greatly do appreciate it. It's good seeing you all. And I'm going to tell you what I am going to do. Okay, Skylar, I'm going to hit you up in just a minute, okay? So, you know, don't worry. Just give me a minute, all right? I'm going to get this thing done. And I gotta message Jason so he knows. So anyway, listen guys, thanks so much, okay? Got a lot more to do. I've got a ton to do. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So anyway, you all have a good one, guys. Holler at you later.